Here's a big chunk of NBA players who've changed jerseys at 2019's NBA trade deadline, whether they wanted to or not. Regardless, these moves won't get the headlines, but the, in some cases, championship impact the players they acquired will have make the moves more than worth it for a GM. In order from worst to best, here's the top 6 sneaky great trade deadline acquisitions in 2019. Number 6 is Oladipo's replacement, Wesley Matthews, who was bought out by New York. Now Miles Turner, along with their extremely average tandem of slashing point guards, have another floor spacer. Indiana's still right there in the East, as high as number 3 right now. They have a chance to be the best story of this season for a second season in a row, and adding a legit three-point sniper, the 12-year veteran in Wes Matthews, helps that process a lot. Number 5, DeLon Wright and Valanciunas head to the Memphis Grizzlies. Everyone talks about the Gasol trade, of course. Jonas is solid, but 2 years down the line, I think we look at Wright as the steal from this trade. Van Vliet was Toronto's backup point guard. Really, that's DeLon's position, but now in Memphis, he has full control of the backup point guard role. Great shooting mechanics with his length and height make me predict that he'll be a starter in the next few years, which could convince the front office to also move Mike Conley. 4th best is Philadelphia's bench, getting a legit wing scorer in Tobias Harris. That's one thing, but this team is a heck of a lot stronger all around. They add 2 above-average three-point shooters, and James Ennis and Mike Scott really like those 2 guys. And then Jonathan Simmons was a dangerous pickup because he made a name for himself on a championship team in San Antonio. Philly's not counting on him as much as Orlando was. And lastly, how could you forget the man who keeps your new scoring option Tobias Harris happy, Boban Marjanovic. He also keeps the boards clean, is an automatic bucket when he has the ball in the paint at 7'3" with a 7'8" wingspan. The top 3 is the juiciest part of this video by far. The shout out quickly comes first. It goes to Christian Cruz, who says the Charles Oakley moment, that was definitely very unexpected and insane, to say the least. Great comment, Community Speaks giveaway at the end of February. Get your comments in. Any comment, however, is appreciated. At number 3 is Jeremy Lin, heading north from the lowly Atlanta Hawks to the constantly changing Toronto Raptors. As a fan of the Raps, I could not be more excited about this. I bought a Linsanity shirt back in the day. I've always been a supporter of Jeremy Lin. He's one of the greatest basketball stories of this decade, in my opinion. Marc Gasol already brings a big breath of fresh air to Toronto. The Raps haven't been at their best lately. They need that. They lost the first seed, but now having Lin should get everyone's juices going. He's a proven vet who can still slash to the bucket pretty well, but the experience and IQ he delivers to the Raptors bench is why this move ranks so high. Also because I'm a Raps fan. Number 2 is the former champion Harrison Barnes getting picked up by the Kings. They add firepower to their absolutely shocking playoff push. They're currently in the 8th seed with 40 wins already. Barnes immediately steps in as the Kings' starting small forward. The $25 million cap hit next season is why the Mavs got rid of him so easy. But this Kings team has young players at every spot. Free agency will not be a priority this offseason, so that's why this makes complete sense for the Kings. He's a great complementary fit next to their young guys and has a whole lot of NBA experience as well, something rare on Sacktown's young team. The sneaky great acquisition honorable mention is the Wizards getting rid of Otto Porter's contract. Washington is the clear winner of this trade because Otto Porter never fit in on their team, but was signed through 2021 with extremely pricey cap hits for the next 2 seasons after signing a 4-year, $106 million deal in 2017. The Wizards will turn down Jabari Parker's $20 million team option for 2019-20 and save a hefty chunk of cap space. Also, Chicago gives up the talented stretch big Bobby Portis, who just keeps improving, so a weird move for Chicago. But the number 1 acquisition that sneaks under the radar is Nikola Mirotic, heading to the number 1 seeded Milwaukee Bucks. Mirotic is built for the playoffs and dominated in his first appearance last spring, specifically in round 1 against the Blazers. Since punching the aforementioned Bobby Portis in a heated exchange, his reputation is completely healed since then, but Mike Budenholzer has made Milwaukee the 2nd best three-point shooting team in the NBA. This acquisition should scare every other team in the East. Mirotic is a three-point assassin, but Also an underrated slasher. Hit subscribe for Hoops Talk all year long just like this. Shoutout question is, which one of these 6 acquisitions helps the team they're going to the most? Thanks to the world for tuning in. This has been Dflow. See you next video.